In the far south of the American continent lies a long, narrow country known for its striking diversity of climates and landscapes, Chile. From the world's most arid desert in the north to the lush southern forests and lakes teeming with life, and then Patagonia, with its millennia-old ice fields and mighty rivers, Chile's natural wonders are unparalleled anywhere else on Earth. In the Los Lagos region, some 1,300 kilometers south of the capital, Santiago, the villages of Chaitén and Futaleufú live and breathe the Patagonian way of life in the midst of deep green woodlands and snow-capped mountains. These places are steeped in southern tradition and have become a mandatory stop-off for tourists from around the world. The climate can be rough and unforgiving, producing breathtaking rock formations, and this, when coupled with the old-growth forests and abundant flora and fauna, makes for one of the most mystical landscapes on the planet. The Pumalín National Park and Corcovado National Park are both iconic places in the province of Palena, sculpted over millennia by glaciers, fed by life-giving rains, and enshrined in pristine wilderness. Corcovado National Park contains a 30,000-hectare area known as the Nevados de Yanteles, a natural reserve that has been protected by CONAF since 2005, when the boundaries of this untamed park were first drawn up. To reach it, we have to take a light aircraft or boat to the village of Chaitén before continuing by helicopter for 65 kilometers southwest around the Corcovado volcano. Once inside the national park, after landing at the base of the jaw-dropping Yanteles Mountains, we can continue to our destination, Nevados de Yanteles. We can also travel there over the lake, landing on the 3 kilometers of beaches that extend out to the Pacific. The boundaries of the property are striking natural landmarks. The river Canef to the north, the rivers Corcovado and Frio to the east, the river Yelis and the line that connects it to the Yanteles volcano to the south, and finally the vast Pacific Ocean to the west. Nevados de Yanteles is home to abundant sources of the most valuable resource in the biosphere, water. There are over 11 important bodies of water, with rivers and channels crisscrossing the immense carpet of vegetation that leads up to the Yanteles Mountains. 5 glacier-top peaks that enjoy an almost constant rainfall, which produces unique micro-ecosystems and a level of biodiversity that can only be found in Chilean Patagonia. Indeed, the Yanteles Massif cleaves the area in two, with its 8-kilometer snow-capped volcanic ridge cutting northeast and soaring to 2,042 meters above sea level. From the foothills of the Andes, we can see glaciers and sky-blue curtains of ice descending the slopes, the source of icy waters that trickle down rocky furrows to feed the 30,000-hectare expanse below. The park's plant life is composed primarily of evergreen temperate forests, populated by trees such as the lenga, Magellanicoihue, raulí, alerce, ulmo, mañillo, and Huayteca cypress. This particular species of cypress grows slowly but can reach over 20 meters in height. Deep in the twilight of the Patagonian rainforest, gnarled grey trunks loom from the shadows, shrouded by an irrepressible flora that spills down slopes and canyons, covering every last nook and cranny. On this western edge, the property descends into the Pacific Ocean, with 13 kilometers of coastline studded with imposing cliffs and idyllic dark sand beaches. The estuaries of rivers and channels have created wetlands that are magnets for wildlife and insects, all helping to keep this desolate landscape. Patagonia, an unparalleled reserve of biological splendor. It's up to us to protect it. It is our responsibility to respect and live in harmony with these infinite, ageless landscapes.